Lace up your Nike boots, they fighting, they don't like the truth, but try to unify, but they so automatic drive to it. And I'm flying in the rest of them, tell you I'm the you a fly up in the rest of room. PG resident, my drive's like a Mexican with flowers out in Hyattville. Mine's more rhyme skill, runway grenade, Don shoe with me, and mama sauce is sin, carry out in the wind.
The USA Cup, you're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back, well we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. You know where you're at, the USA Cup, you're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back, well we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. Truth is, this here's proof there's room to take it up a few years. Give us a few years. Let's test some ears. We'll be a brand new best of this. Scoring 100 on your question is. Cause if the question is we the truth, then check the air. Cause if you check to know, somebody better check the air. Or check the water, cause it's some minute. We can't afford to be bush, it's only one in the district. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. We gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC.
Yo, Scrogging with the Scroger, man. District of Cannabis. I'm here with Stephen Barber to my right. D.O.D. to my left.
Hey!
This is Scrogging with the Scroger here live. Listen Vision Studios, listenvisionlive.com. We had a busy week this week, of course, like every week. And we usually just go into the weekly recap. And I think that's what we're going to do. Saturday, I had a grow class at Meister.
How'd that go?
That went well. You know me. I'm going to continue to educate and motivate. So we got it in at Meister. And as we were getting it in, the boys of the city came through. And when I talk about the boys, the dopest artists of the city that you see now getting recognition, putting up artwork all over and murals everywhere, is the homies. And what they did was lit up the wall again. So Meister got new walls in the alleyway. And with that, man, here's the video, man.
Scrogging with the Scroger.
Man. Hey, y'all missed out, man. Y'all see the new wall. Meister, some of the dopest graffiti artists in the city doing that work again. New walls, y'all. New walls. What you know about that? Oh, you don't, because it's fresh. Haha. Oh yeah, it is literally in the city, y'all. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Yicky. Oh yeah, that's right. We over here too. That's right, the whole alleyway. Getting it in for the city, man, the dopest. Y'all grow good, y'all smoke good, and y'all eat good. Y'all missed out. Deuces. No doubt, man. That was lit. I waited there most of the day. I had a class early, 11:30, but that was past 9 when I left there. The artists themselves, blessed the walls. They had a competition on which was the dopest piece. That's on Meister, High End, their Instagram. Man, we got it in, man. My Sunday was a fun day Sunday.
Yeah.
And chilled out. And we know it's Hemp Week. So we went to the Meltdown. I went to Cities, man, on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Cities was the last cities that to exist. You know, cities
heard
did
that
not
was-
exist.
I heard that was packed too.
It was super lit in there, but you know, part of the reason why we could go in cities was of sitting at the table with some owners months ago. So I went there and I gave the cotton candy out to all the ladies and anybody that wanted cotton candy until I had sticks left. So that's what I did at Cities, and that ended what was a venue for a lot of members of the community. So here's that video there, cotton candy.
Scrogging with the
Cities.
Scrogging.
Yo, that was Cities, man. No doubt. Getting it in. It was a blessed time, man. As a venue, as a spot. Many people got to enjoy that space, and I was blessed to be there the last night. The first night of us in there,
Oh yeah.
and the last night. So that would be key.
Scroger.
Lady in the City, man.
Also, I think my favorite was a dab before Christmas.
Yeah,
there.
that's
That was
what
a
that's
great
what we
one.
negotiated right there. Negotiated us to be able to get inside their cities and actually smoke. You know, that was sitting at the table with the owners and the manager, negotiating for the community. So, you know, hopefully we go and we approach these owners of these venues in a professional manner and continue to be able to use venues for what we like to do. And that's enjoy our plant and enjoy our people and enjoy our culture. With that said, I don't have any video of this, but there was a carnival on Wednesday.
Hey.
There was a carnival on Wednesday. And yeah, it was Meltdown Wednesday carnival. So it was like, man, all types in there. Of course, cotton candy, double infused popcorn, you know.
Double infused popcorn.
Yeah.
Double infused popcorn. What?
Check
What?
this. Double infused lemonade drop shots.
What?
How you like that? With super tank. Oh,
Wait a minute,
man,
you
it
can
was
infuse,
lit
but
in
how
the
you
city.
double infuse?
Well, you know, the lemonade is infused, and then you drop some super chicken in, and you just, you know,
Damn.
right there in the shots, like, chaka, you take a shot too. So, yo, check it out, man. If y'all want to call in, 202-738-9502. It is Liddy in the City, man. And we is getting it in here. So, I was there for a second, and then I had to get to WPGC's birthday bash.
Hey.
Hey, at Howard. Super lit. Grindstone grand opening, flagship store, super lit. All day long, WPGC was down there. I got down there early and late. So with that said, man, here's some of that. WPGC's birthday bash, getting it in Howard, doing it up.
Scrogging with the Scrogging.
What do I know about that? Hello, Queen. How are you? Where the rest of the boys at? In the back? Playing around in the back. Roll it up, take a hit.
Feeling right, 2 a.m. I
one. Looking ahead, no turning back. If I fall,
If I die, no, I live until the fullest. If I fall,
if I die, no, I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything is right. Bounce for, bounce, bounce, bounce for. Bounce, bounce, bounce for. I don't gotta say too much. Oh, see that from a block away. Hey, you know what? I was supposed to get off stage about 10 minutes ago, but I'm gonna keep going. Only because I'm home like shit, man. Fuck that, man. PGC, man, we gonna pay the bill, man. We gonna pay it. Let's get this shit going. Let's do it. Ask the new Expo.
all right now, yo, birthday bash, super lit. Wale went on, yo, he jumped in the crowd, ran out. Hey, yo, super lit out there. And what happened was he went over about an hour over in Howard. So he gave a performance last day of his tour here at home. So it was litty in the city, man.
Litty in the city, baby.
Another thing that's been real litty in the city around here has been Hemp Week. And then myself and Kyla Hill of Hemp Butter and Yaya got a chance to go see Bill Flanagan in West Virginia. And here's the video of us going out to a real hemp farm.
Scrogging with the Scroger.
Hemp Week.
The beverage industry, and she specializes in hemp kettle tea. So definitely make sure you visit these guys before you head out tonight. And they also have contributed to the raffle, so these are some of the cool prizes that you have an opportunity to win. So getting back to the programming, next up I want to introduce our sponsor. I'm going to bring Susan Simmons back up. Susanna Simmons, I apologize, with Cogen, and she's going to give an outlook of some of the legislation. Thank you, Susanna.
I didn't know I was speaking on legislation, and to be honest, I was hoping to participate in the Q&A. For those of you in the audience who have any legal questions, and I was going to invite Tom Goldstein up here to join me when we do the Q&A. So again, Koja's Law Group, we work with entrepreneurs and businesses.
The beverage industry.
All right now, that was Hemp Butter's seminar that was put on yesterday, and that was a brilliant event.
Yeah, thank you for coming out. Get Hip on Hemp was the first of many seminars the team and I will be coming together to produce throughout the city that is all informative, everything you need to learn about hemp. So we had special guests in the house, including DC Scroger.
Hey.
We had Lauren Strasberry with Dr. Bronner, who also represents the Hemp Industry Association. We had a Cogent Law Group that sponsored the event and gave us the space that we used at WeWork. And the
Rework
rest
is
of the
dope
team was
space.
there too.
yeah.
Heba, Molly,
Yep, Minna and Patrick.
Patrick.
Tati.
Hemp 2O, Tati,
It's
and
crazy vibe.
and Hemp Kettle Tea was all in the house, enjoying the plant and learning about the plant and speaking on growing the plant. That event was well put on.
I
I
like
appreciated
Thank
the
you.
ice cream, the free ice cream, and cookies, y'all. Y'all missed out
I
on
missed
them.
the ice cream and the cookies. I didn't know that was going on.
Oh yeah, I got me some
Yeah.
when I first walked in. But WeWork space is definitely a phenomenal workspace. I mean, I just looked around. I didn't get a tour, but I just looked around, and I want to thank them for graciously hosting myself and, of course, your team.
Yeah, they're
put that all
open.
together.
Open to the cannabis community. We did an event with Women Grow back at the Wonder Bread location last year. So this is the second cannabis event at a WeWork office. They said that it's the most well-attended event they've had, period, hands down. So that's a really good look.
I definitely like the ambiance there, man, and I learned a lot, at the seminar yesterday, especially on how, you know what I'm saying, and why they banned hemp in the first place.
Yeah, we know that it's been around forever, and it's been used forever, and it's only been a small portion of time that it's been abolished or outlawed, but that day is gone because we were on the farm, West Virginia, Monday, beginning of hemp week. This is how me and Kyla started our week.
Scrogging with the Scroger.
Hemp farm.
Hemp farm.
First
My
pilot
first
program. Is this the first year that West Virginia is allowed to, or is it the second year?
They had a pilot program that opened last year,
Okay.
and so they took the pilot program and expanded it this year. So Mike Moneypenny, former delegate also, he was one of the first proponents for getting industrial hemp going in West Virginia. He's been fighting and trying to get this done for 5, 6, 7 years. He was really at it. So he got a permit, and he contacted me, and I said, "Yeah, I'd love to do it with you. Let's put some out." So he put half of his permit here, and he's going to put the other half of his permit in Taylor County.
Okay.
So this one's in Montague County, and we're going to hit this up tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. Get all this planted. We have a seed coming in from Italy. It's supposed to be like 30 for CBD oil. So that was one of our goals. We wanted to get a lot of
High CBD oil
high
extraction.
CBD yield. Yep. Low. I think our permit process was it had to stay below 1% THC in order to. So they'll
So you had to outsource those seeds.
Well, it's funny. Apparently you cannot buy seeds in the country.
Oh no,
They can't go interstate.
No.
But
I have some seeds.
Yeah.
I do, but they were
You have to keep them
gifted to me.
Gifted, yes.
Yeah, they said these seeds here actually cost a pretty penny if you were to try to buy them, and there is no way to really buy them. But because I'm cannabis, they said, "Yo, I know you pop beans all the time. When you're legally able to."
Yeah. But you can bring them from out of the country. Out of the country brought in is okay. There's just really some strange laws in our we have to fix.
Yeah.
Those are things that need to be adjusted.
Because
There's no reason.
the hemp producers that are going to start producing are going to have a viable seed to come off.
Well, we're hoping that maybe once we get our seed, we're going to try to seed this, take the seed from this next year, and possibly, since it won't be interstate, we can resell,
In
get
the
certified, and
state.
sell within the state of West Virginia.
Brilliant.
So that's one of our goals. I joined in. We're with the Hemp Growers Association here in West Virginia, and our co-op. A lot of us got together and we bought a combine, and we bought a lot of the parts that were too expensive for any one person to do.
You co-op
especially
together
at a smaller field. You know, we don't.
What about processing centers? Are you going to co-op that to where it's a regional processing center, so it's effective for everybody to just
everybody will
within
harvest
100-mile, 50-mile radius? You got this.
Exactly. It's one of the reasons because we're late in the season, but what we're looking to do, put this in now, and then everybody can rotate the combine. So that way, you know, it's not gonna, it won't outgrow the combine. We don't want our plants to be too tall where the combine's, you know, knocking off tops.
Or the production itself, to where everybody needs the combine at the same time.
Exactly. Yes, and that's the other thing. So we put our seeds in, and then each week, hopefully we can get it around. Yeah. So there was a lot of planning. It wasn't me. I can't even take credit for it. JP Morgan.
But what it is that you've mimicked what Kentucky has done. And what Kentucky did was they put the first pilot program in their Department of Agriculture, put it forth, and they opened it up. I believe it was 500 acres first, and then the next year was 1,500 acres. And then once farmers like, hey, you know, now it's, and they put regional centers. They put regional centers there, so it's not an upfront cost for you. I'm gonna switch over my crop. Hey, I don't have the combine. I can't process this. And then when you grow hemp, that you've grown it, but that's it. It needs to be processed to actually be.
We want to be able to extract the CBD at a high rate. I want to get as much out of that as we can out of each plant. Then we also want to be able to turn into the fiber. Use, you know, and
this whole plant you stock.
Yeah, exactly. Try to use the whole plant. Like I said, maybe get the seed.
Yeah. What does one do to get a permit to be able to grow?
Well, last year's permit needed to go through the Ag Department of WVU. They gave out basically one center, and then it expanded from there. Now, I think we're 28 days away from anyone in the state can go and apply with their agriculture commissioner down in Charleston, and they will award or give out the permits now.
If you qualify, right?
Yeah.
And then anyone who has a permit can kind of select where they want to grow within the state?
Yes, it has to be within, I believe you have to own the property.
Okay.
And I don't know that they're going to have much more stipulation than that. You know, it has to be your own property, or at least leased off of someone. I believe you're going to be able to lease, or like Mike Moneypenny and I are doing. We're partnering up. Yeah.
You have your land. I'll give you half of mine, and then I move it to.
I've had so many people that are interested in this contacting me and wanting to. Like, I want on now. I want on now. Yeah, you know, how do I do this? I want to grow this. I want to switch over. I want to go buy land right now. I want to involve. I want to get involved now.
31 states right now. 31 states either have a
for
industrial bill on the ballot or enacted bill putting forth. 31.
And it's time for our federal governments to come on board.
Oh yeah, we got to get these guys to.
Yeah, it was 26 at this time.
Last time we met. Everybody's medicating when they're using cannabis. And we talked about the fact that we didn't like the idea of calling it recreational.
Right, adult use.
Adult use might be a better way to say it, but honestly, anybody that's using it is getting the benefits, even if they're only using it for another purpose. They still get the benefits of the medicine. And they don't even, you know, they might not look at it that way, but they're still getting it each time.
Yeah.
So, you know, it took me a while to grasp that.
Yeah, I had a conversation last night with a lady at Howard. There was a fundraiser there, and she had never consumed before, and she said that, somebody gave me an infused lemonade. And I was just like, whoa, it was like too much. It was just a sample. I said, how much did you take? She said, it was just a sample. I said, have you ever consumed? She says, no. I said, well, you have natural cannabinoid receptors in your body, CB1, CB2 receptors. And I said, what you needed was a microdose. Because what happened is those receptors, it just were woken up. And that euphoria that you felt from that little dose of juice, you needed maybe half that cup because you've never consumed. See, and it's going to activate those receptors. And she said, yeah, I felt like, whoa. And, you know, my friends were like, well, you know, it's going to kick in. And she said it did. About 2 hours later, I was, you know, feeling out of it. And I said, yeah, I said that dosage was probably a bit too much for you being that you've never consumed. That's a sample. You're like, oh, it's just a sample. I said a sample for those that consume. For somebody that's never consumed, a sample of concentrate tea, lemonade, and even in a sip, in 45 minutes, you're igniting what you've never ignited before, so that feeling, those receptors are awakened now.
This will be nice to have my own field. I'm gonna have my own CBD oil. It's good, and I'm gonna keep fighting my own cancer with it.
Yeah.
So this is good for me.
Yeah.
I mean, part of this is gonna be good. And I like growing my own things.
Yeah.
I've grown my own garden. I raised my own chickens for that purpose. Things that I know where it comes from.
Right.
I know what's in the ground before it happens and when it comes out. So
That's important these days. Because
I think so.
pesticides are becoming an issue too for plants that are growing pesticides and the effects.
And
they have
starting
on them.
like right here, having the till and the documentation of it, Like we're in Hemp History Week, and really this is like history, like we're standing on it. And
worst part is we broke history for a while. I mean, why did they break history for so long? This was our forefathers. This is what they
This
did.
is a
It's all
requirement.
about bringing it
by
back
law.
rather than starting it fresh. It's bringing it back because
People,
it was once a thing.
you can go down the Potomac River and along between the West Virginia border and find wild
hemp is growing all around. People just don't know
Nebraska.
what it is, and oh well, I can chop this down. I mean, if people really realize that, hey, all this here out there in the wilderness is wild hemp growing.
Yeah.
And said, let me just chop it down.
And
But
learn
another
how to
thing is like
process it.
processing, and that's the key. The growing, getting the skill to grow, learning the new crop, and then processing that crop to its fullest potential. So saying, okay, if it's extracting CBD oil, then take them tops off, take the CBD oil off, use the stalk.
And the more the wild that they find, the more gene pool that gets expanded. You can find these out. Look for the different terpenes that are going to be possible. Find right here in West Virginia.
Right, that have been here all along.
We may find a 40% CBD sitting here. We don't even, we've not seen yet.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, definitely. The fibers are everything. I mean, the shirt's made out of hemp, the hat's made out of hemp.
My understanding is the more we wash this, the softer it gets.
Yeah, exactly.
Never
It's kind of
degrades.
like one of those like stone washing jeans. When you get them, they're real rigid, like the Dickies jeans. And then as you wash them and as they age, they mold to you and they get softer. So that's the great thing about hemp, and it's somewhat water resistant. We were out in the rain for hours, and it would just speed up.
Did you guys bring me a shirt?
I got to get a few more of these. This is
All
a
right.
gift from the Hemp Industries
And
Association
what it is what it
for
really
Hemp Week.
is you. See what you're doing here, and what others are doing is going to drive the price of that shirt down. Right now, they're like $25, $30 a shirt.
Yeah,
because
without
the
the
demand,
print or
without
anything,
print or
just
anything
like-
on it. So the demand is not there for it, but we know that the resources will be plentiful. So
From the business perspective, I want to make sure you don't get too much of it. I don't want the price to go down too much.
right. Yeah.
But no, I understand. I agree with what you're saying.
But we would like,
if we
for
remove this from the
myself,
black market,
exactly.
where it becomes readily available for us in an easier.
Yeah. Myself, I want to launch a hemp apparel company. However, I could not do it right now and it be, economical for the average consumer to go and buy, because the shirt would cost, $50 for the t-shirt, because you're talking $25, $30 for the shirt. Then you got to print it. And I'm not just talking about just a regular pair. I'm talking design shirt. At cost for the average consumer, it's not going to be viable for them to actually consume.
Hey, Scrogging with the Scroger.
That was an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see that the other day, but it's kind of cool to see how you put it all together.
Yeah, and that was dope. That was a dope experience to get a chance to go see what is very near here in West Virginia, and their pilot program of industrial hemp production. And I'm appreciative of that opportunity. I really am. And I would be remiss to say that it would be not for Dawn and Speak Life. We wouldn't have met Bill and through our discussion talking about hemp and how he was about to plant. But we were there speaking life about cannabis and CBD oil and how it has cured his life and saved him as he's battled with cancer. So West Virginia is hip. I want to go buy land in West Virginia right now.
If anybody from West Virginia is tuned in right now, hit us up. We definitely like to come through and kind of bring the same experience. And
oh yeah, any other farmers that would like us to come and see you and see the production of hemp being produced once again that was so readily available long ago, and not that long ago, within the last 100 years. So, it's been brilliant.
Hey.
Hemp Week, we've been educating. Kyla has been educating everywhere about her product, hemp butter, and what the plant has done for her. And she has been around with her product before Initiative 71. She has developed her product and hemp butter and has gone through the obstacles of being a real business, real
still
brand.
going through them.
Every day. So with that said, I appreciate you, Kyle. I appreciate your work in the community. I appreciate the opportunities, and I appreciate our discussions about the plant and the future. So it's been a blessing.
Yeah, it takes a village. So, thank you right back for making it happen and making it real.
Right. So that said, we had an after party for after the Hemp Week. So it was Hemp Week after party. Here's a video. Scrogging with the Scroger. Listen Vision Studios. Listen Vision Live. DOD.
Hey.
Kyla of Hemp Butter. Steven of Capital County News. Here we go.
Lady in the city.
Lady in the city. Wing it.
Hey.
Is it the second Hemp Week one, though?
Is it the second Hemp Week? Oh. Yo.
Scrogging with the
Scrogging with the Scroger, yo. Hey.
Lady in
We
the
live,
city.
so we gotta come live back. We had an after party at a new location. Yeah. It was lit, but
Lady in the city,
what
man.
happened at that place in front of there was something that took precedent, not the after party. And with that said, I want to make an announcement here on this show. I made a counter service announcement on my live earlier.
Hey.
And, I'm going to make this counter service announcement now. 2 police officers was mowed down yesterday. And there was another member of the community mowed down that was a patrol officer. So what we're talking about is 2 lives that you should appreciate, and they are in serious need and harm, and they were mowed down senselessly on 18th Street. And I know that the plant and the stigma of the plant, the police have been a thorn because of what they've been told to do. But they're out there doing their job. And then last night was senseless. So every party promoter, event planner, I urge you to hit me up. I have an idea on how we, as a community, can give back to those officers and those families. Now, I understand that the officers can't take gifts, but their families are in need right now and are worrying. So what I'm more thinking about is like luxury packages for their families. And we could do that within a few events if those event planners and promoters hit me up here over this weekend. I believe that we can do something special for the police and not in the eye or throwing anything in anybody's face. So I urge your friends, anybody that you know that's putting on events, to hit me up. Tell them to hit me up. And I think we can do something for those police officers' families and the other that was mowed down and just, just senseless. And our community encompasses a lot of people. And as you go to events and you go places, understand that sometimes those security that be at those events be like off-duty police officer, or be retired police officers. And they wasn't too pleased yesterday. So I think that we can put smiles on their faces too.
Hey.
Really. So just tell your friends who do events to hit me up.
Yeah.
Some of the promoters and event planners have already done so, because I already talked about it before I went live. So that's what's going down in the city.
Lady in the city, man.
Steven, what's going on in the nation? You know anything, any news out there that we should be like abreast of, that you could think of?
Well, I guess the one thing I have wanted to talk about that has been going on is the Safe Banking Act. I can't remember if I brought that, but that's a pretty huge development that is facing cannabis industries in our nation, because with the Safe Banking Act, it would allow cannabis businesses out west and as they develop here out east to put their money in a bank.
Mm-hmm.
And there can be a big issue with cannabis businesses nowadays. These people have literally millions of dollars in just cash sitting in vaults, and there's not much besides buy dumb stuff with the money that they can do. But when they can put it in a bank, they can start making more diversified investment plans and be able to really take the industry to the next level. I mean, really, if that was to happen, that would actually be the end of prohibition, effectively.
Oh yeah, that's what it's worked on.
Money would have.
You know that.
No.
Yeah, that's what has to happen for legalization to come forth. You do know that you have to open up the banks, because how are insurance companies going to get paid to give you your meds? How? Without federal FDIC protection. So we're going to protect, we need to protect those companies. And I know some people that have some cash sitting in some vaults, and they want to be able to put that money legitimately in other businesses. And they really want to legitimize this industry. And that's what's being put forth. But you're right. The banks have to fall. But when the banks fall, know this. I want to make this really clear on everybody that's watching, listening now. You want legalization. When the banks fall, if you ain't concrete foundation in your business and business plan, your aspirations may have gone with that legalization, because that means that the 1% now can put their money into canna. And I've said this, that Joe Blow Trust Fund baby got a canna idea, and he got the billions behind him to go forth with it. And your idea might be the same as his or similar, but he got that guap, that money behind him now, because his family can legally invest and not worry about any repercussions doing so. So it's now. you need to start educating and getting your business plan and your foundation set.
Yep. Hemp is now. Cannabis is now.
Yep.
Medicine is now.
Yeah. We need access, and we need full access to the plant. And we need it federally, and we need it statewide. And hemp is 31 states. 31 states have industrial hemp programs, pilot program, enactment, or bill on the ballot right now.
Actually, there's an exciting development while the show is happening. This was just released. Apparently, Florida is getting an actual medical marijuana bill getting signed, and the governor is promising to sign. So I guess Florida will be, was the 30th state?
32nd.
32nd state. I believe more than half the country now has some form of legalization, even though, I mean, it's maybe not going as quickly as we'd like it to be.
Yeah, but that means that people are awakening. And what happened is Colorado and Washington have set the blueprint on real money, real tax dollars. And if, they know that the blueprint is set. And it's not fake money. So it's money that can be used to rebuild everything that you've wanted. The future with 2 plants has been denied, and they've known it all this time. So it's Hemp Week.
Yeah, and speaking of Hemp Week, I have stuff for the audience. What's up, Patrick? So check it out. All of the stuff on the stage, I pretty much have one for everyone that's here, and take some extra with you. But those are all hemp products that are made as food, as soaps, as butters. So definitely check it out.
The Hempress.
Yeah.
The Hempress.
The Hempire. The Hempire.
Yeah, so we've been traveling and up and down. I have been up and down, and I travel quite a bit. And we'll be traveling again because that farm that you see and that you saw, we've been invited to come back and
do updates.
And do updates throughout the whole process. So we'll be bringing you updated versions.
Yeah, we'll have to get dates for when the actual planting and harvesting begins.
Right. He got the seeds, so he was waiting on the seeds that day when we came. And when they come, it's like a lot of them. His fear was that his chickens was gonna eat the seeds. Like, really.
Wow.
And he doesn't know, right? When he plants the seeds, he doesn't know if the chickens are gonna come and eat them all up.
I would assume they are.
Yeah, they're probably gonna come right over
But
there.
at least he's wise in starting with 2.5 acres versus just trying to blow out 40 acres at the same time. So he'll be able to test what the chickens do and what the brown bears do and what the bobcats do. And the coyote.
Oh yeah, there are, and it was a beautiful view. It really was, and we appreciated the invite. So, man, I'm gonna tell you what. The market's coming.
Hey.
It's coming Sunday.
Did you get your ticket yet? Did you get y'all ticket yet?
Location be given out.
Man.
Daytime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, noon to 6. The market. Hit it up on Eventbrite. That's it. Get hip quick.
Once again, the graphics killing it.
Oh, yeah.
You see,
Whoever does your flyers does an awesome job.
Yo, shout out Kareem, man. Shout out. What's up, One Deuce? Yo, Kareem, yo. Check it out, man. He does.
Up, Deuce?
He is the man. And he puts them together really nice. Yeah. So that's the market, man. I have something else for you. I don't have a flyer for it, but let's grow out. And it's like self-explanatory, man. Let's grow out. You know, let's get educated and faded at the same time, giving you grow classes and the party. So
and going out.
yeah, so we're gonna let's grow out. That's coming to you. Get hip quick, and we're gonna be litty in the city, and we cannot stop what has happened here in DC. I don't think the momentum they want to stop. I think what they want to do is regulate so that they can partake. And
I mean, that's been the pattern as far as, people that are out here seeking permits and licenses are, we're once on the other side of things.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. The process of going after a dispensary and looking at multiple locations to house a dispensary that doesn't exist is it's challenging, I'll say the least. But I'm for it, and I know others are too. So, other announcements for myself: blue and yellow hydroponics. I'll announce that now. I think I have the wherewithal to say that I'll be opening up a hydro store on the south side of Southeast Washington, D.C. The first African-American-owned hydro store. The first African-American hydro store in the nation's capital or the region. And yes, that would be forthwith. So
that's what's up. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah. You should write your goals down in front of you. You should keep them in front of you every day, and you should look at them every day, and you should be going after your goals and your dreams. And
yeah, when looking at goals, Heba always taught me you want to make it obtainable by having a time frame. You want to limit your goals to 1 to 3 versus having 10 of them. You want it to have an achievable, something that you can relate to. So that's something to keep in mind too. I think we sometimes set goals that are a little bit unobtainable, and we're discouraged when we don't reach all of them. So
right,
it's the bigger picture.
And you got
the ultimate goal and the journey to get there.
Yeah. And one of the biggest goals of what I want to accomplish is, I can say, is pretty much checked off. And I appreciate those that support me. And the other one I didn't even anticipate, so I'm not even like, I'll wait and see on that. But write your goals down. I really write them down, and like Kyla said, make them feasible, obtainable, tangible, and do the necessary steps to actually obtain those. When you write goals and dreams, they're different. You know, your dreams may be your goals, but they're different. So don't stay in dreaming, more doing. And your goals can be attained, and you can start from zero.
Mm-hmm.
From nothing.
From 0 to 100. Not necessarily real quick though.
No, you gotta work. You're gonna have to work hard, very hard, and you're gonna have to be dedicated, and you're gonna have to have tunnel vision. We still got a song out called Tunnel Vision right now. I'm not trying to plug her, but that song is like,
yeah,
you
we
gotta
need to
have
try to
tunnel
run that
vision.
back.
You're gonna have tunnel vision. Not listening to naysayers and not listening to people that might not understand what you're trying to do or trying to accomplish. So
Yeah, and don't doubt yourself.
no. And we already lit this doobie up, but this doobie here
This Tina
was
right there.
Tina's.
Oh, yeah.
Tina brought us her winning third place golden strawberry with golden strawberry Keef, right? Oh, and clear distillate. She wrote it for us, and we smoked it.
Thank you.
I forgot to.
you.
I forgot to tell you to talk about it as we were smoking it. So I wanted to put that in. Hey, that's my time. My guest, always a pleasure. Kyla of Hemp Butter. Yo, D.O.D.
Hey.
Steven of Capital Canada News with the breaking news of Florida getting hip.
Hey.
Oh yeah, signing a bill. They voted it in, but signing it into law is something different. And when it is obtained, you got to celebrate. So salute to Florida. I know some people down there. I know y'all are hype and ecstatic. So be blessed, be safe. Y'all grow good, smoke good, and eat good, y'all.
Scrogging with the Scroger.
Deuces.